This is a quick video to go over the current status of the car computer that I'm building for my Jeep. This will be an in-dash computer. I have a display that I have hooked up to it. Just a quick tour of this. This device right here is a Leaf Labs Maple Mini. It's powered by a 32-bit Cortex M3. I believe it's an STM32F103 is the microcontroller on it. Down here I have an Arduino Pro Mini. This is running a TNC application, so I can receive packet radio, send and receive packet radio. It's currently hooked up just via a serial interface to the Maple Mini. The Maple Mini is sort of an Arduino-ish type platform. The IDE is very similar on it. I have a VFD hooked up to it. It's a Noritake 256 by 128 pixel graphical VFD. For the display, that'll be in the dash. This will all be built onto a more permanent fixture once I put it inside the dash in a waterproof enclosure. But it is currently connected via a shift register. Since it has an 8-bit parallel bus, I didn't want to tie up that many pins, so it's just hooked into the second SPI port here on the Maple Mini. So I also have a GPS hooked up to it. This GPS I think will do 20 updates per second. I've only got it running at I think 2 updates per second right now, and that's also hooked up via a serial connection as well. So I'll go ahead and get power to this. Right now I've got a simple demo running to test my 3D code for doing 3D projection. It's got a rotating cube, so that'll come up first here. I've got the power here. The number on the top is how many frames per second my software is capable of pushing out, while the bottom number shows what's limited by the VFD. So I'm only getting about 12.8 frames per second right now. My software should be able to handle over 100 though. So software's booting up right now. I got a little bit of light coming in through the window here. So it's just checking the devices that are currently hooked up, just making sure that everything's in place. Some of the stuff is missing right now though. I don't have the compass module hooked up. And I have some mock data on here since it's not actually in the dash of a car right now. This has the area where the gauges are going to be. I have the coolant, temperature, RPM, oil pressure, battery, and of course I can put some other devices there if I want. Date and time, fuel level, this is a percentage. The percentage is listed here, the total number of gallons that are remaining in the tanker here. I'll also have a miles to empty display. Speedometer, that's derived from the GPS data, as is the heading, which will eventually be driven from a SPI tilt compensated compass, so that'll eventually be an actual compass reading as opposed to just a course from the GPS. This is my elevation, so currently 1,369 feet above sea level. My longitude and latitude here. And down at the bottom I will eventually have the APRS messages popping up. The code's currently in place, but I don't have the TNC actually hooked up to my radio. Well, it is hooked up to the radio, but it's currently powered off, so there's nothing coming in right now. Eventually I'll add a keypad to this, just a simple numeric keypad, and possibly a 2-axis joystick with a select button so I can manipulate the menu, and also do simple text entry for responding to APRS messages. So I'll post some additional videos when I get to a further state of completion. Thanks for watching.